You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Welcome to Dad Life, the Wednesday episode where we talk about, I'm not going to lie, Sean, there's going to be some griping, and there's probably going to be some griping here, but we'll also give you helpful tips about why or what you can do to have a family outing that is, I'll say on the cheap. I don't know if that's right, but save you some money on your family outings because here, I'll just start off with the griping. I used to be able to go, we've had this conversation. Do you guys have Olive Gardens? I think you said you don't.
We don't.
Okay.
No, we have, but we do have like Frankie and Benny's, which is like an American Italian style diner kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we have franchises.
Well, the Olive Garden is like an American Italian restaurant, is what it is. So, anyways, I used to be able to go there. Kids love it. I love it. We all love it because it's just carbs and pasta and overeating and everything it's like Italian food shoved with everything American. Anyways. I used to be able to go there for like $30. I could eat for $30, all four of us, $30. It was like, now when I go there, if I get out with a $60 bill, we've done well. That's like that's just that's the thing. And that's like with tip and everything, but still, yeah, I don't know, man. That's the thing. So, anyways. So,
yeah, I mean, if this in true Yorkshireman fashion, I am always the first to go, how much? Which is like the battle cry of a Yorkshireman, apparently, is how much? But yeah, I am all about on this because taking the kids out on days out to places is great. Make great memories, do great things. Going out and having nice food together is always good. But it does cost the earth for the majority of the time. I mean, we were talking about like how you can go to McDonald's and feed the kids a burger and stuff like that, and it's relatively cheap for fast food.
Yeah.
But then you can go to places like you said, Wendy's. With we do have Wendy's over here, but I've never been to one. But like you can go to Five Guys and you'll order a burger. Then you have to order the fries, which you get a lot of fries from Five Guys meal.
You do.
But that's extra. And if you want a drink, that's extra. And if you want any additional stuff on your burger, that's extra. So you're looking at £15-16 per person for the burger and for a fast food place, that's expensive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. It's constantly, and then you got the other thing. Kids like to go to the movie theaters. That's like that's gone crazy, skyrocketing right now. Here's a question for you, Sean. Do you sneak in drinks to the theater?
Yes. No. We won't sneak in drinks.
Okay.
Because the kids like to get the ices.
Okay.
The slushies. They like those. So we won't sneak the drinks in. We might sneak a drink in for me and Lindsay.
Yeah.
But it's not sneaking. You can take them in. You don't. I thought this in my head for ages that like there was just this rule that if you were taking stuff in, you had to be really covert and you were like stuffing it into places where they wouldn't. Like you were trying to get it through like airport security kind of deal. But apparently not.
What?
Yeah, over here anyway. But then cinema over here, for a basic cinema ticket, especially with View Cinemas, which is one of the franchises we have in the UK, it's like £9.99. It's £10 for a cinema ticket, which isn't a lot of money for me to go and see a blockbuster film on the day it's released. To pay $9.99 isn't horrendous. but they then get you on the price of things. Like to buy a large drink is £6 something for a refillable 20-ounce drink, which is large in the UK. I know you guys have 40-ounce ones over there, which I absolutely love. So jealous. But
Carry
yeah,
it.
that's
You
where they
carry
get
your
you like the
drinks
sweet.
like this over
Yeah,
here, Sean. Just like you hug
yeah,
them like
a
your
slugging
child.
drink
That's what it is.
while leaving the child behind to carry their own.
Well, what you do is you just fill up the drink 3/4, and then you put the child in the drink. No, I'm just kidding. It's like a pool.
Yeah. That's where they get you with that. So it's cheap to get in, but then if you want like the hot dog, you want the ice cream, you want the sweets, while you're there all at the concession stand, it mounts up. We've done it once where we took the kids and we're like, right, okay, you can all get a small popcorn, a slushie, and a bag of sweets each. And like we came away from it like nearly 50 quid down. We were like,
Yeah,
how is this possible? We got the cinema tickets for free, but we spent £50.
yeah.
So yeah, we do if we're gonna go to the cinema, we'll say to the kids in the morning, we're gonna go to the cinema later on, so let's go to like our local cheap shop kind of place, which is like Home Bargains. We're going there, and you can pick a bag of sweets for like £1.50 rather than £4 out at the cinema kind of thing, and we'll do that. We'll take that. So, which is usually good because Logan likes to plan his snacks, and like kids like the king of snack play. Somewhere got it from his mother.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
around here, bringing in outside food is not allowed. So I looked it up just to make sure. I mean, do people like do they like check your bags? No. Does it happen? Yes. Do we do it? Yes, we do. Funniest thing is when Becca brings in a thing of iced tea, and she's got to have ice in her tea. So she's walking, and it's like making the ice sound as she's walking. Right? I don't know how to make it with my mouth. I'm sorry. And so as I'm walking, I'm like Becca, this is not as you call it, covert at all. Like you can literally, like this is what it sounds like when she's walking. And I'm like, this is not covert at all, Becca. You can totally hear that. She's like, I know, but nobody's gonna check it, and I've done my best. And I'm like, yeah. And so we bring in our own drinks for sure. But that's a, if you want to cross, if that's a line you don't want to cross, then I totally understand it. And then we usually buy the popcorn because you can get free refills here in America, or not always free. Actually, the one is like 50 cents, I think. So, but anyways, and we eat a lot of popcorn, and we do not go out to eat. We're like, kids, this is what you're getting. You're getting a popcorn dinner and a movie. So we're going to bring our drinks. You're going to eat popcorn for dinner. We'll get refills as much as you want. And there you go. So that's how we kind of mush the two together and we make it happen.
Yeah.
But
I've just chat GP'd it while you were talking there, and there is no law against it. It's absolutely fine in the UK. But cinemas do have their own policies. The View, which is one that I just mentioned, they officially allow all food and drink as long as it's not hot food or alcohol that's been bought elsewhere from the premise and brought in, which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if there's like an American law against it, but yeah, no, I mean, the theaters say no bringing in your own food and drink here.
Yeah,
of any kind, probably, but we do. We bring in on snacks, and we don't do the snacks very often. Like I said, we just do we buy the popcorn and we bring in usually our own like tea and stuff like that. So also great when Becca's like, I brought you a pop, and it's like a can pop, and I'm like, Becca, I can't open this. If I open this here, it's gonna make a gigantic noise. We bring in all it's like we bring in all the stuff, and it's not covert at all. So somebody really wanted to like nab us, they could do it pretty easy. So
I mean, for us going to the cinemas, just this great hoo-ha anyway, because not only does Lindsay take a really big bag for like all the snacks and drinks and stuff, but she also brings a blanket.
Oh yeah. I don't blame you there. Some of those places are cold for sure.
To the point when Logan now sees it that he has to bring his blanket and his Oodie every time we go to the cinema. Like the guy just makes camp. He's there with his snack plate and his drink. He brings a teddy usually, which is like themed to the film we're watching, and he's got his blanket and his Oodie. And he's like, I'm sat there in shorts and t-shirts looking at them like, what on earth have I brought to the cinema? But yeah.
Like, are you sleeping here or are you just watching a movie? I'm not 100% sure.
But while we are on the talk about movie, if you want to take the kids to the cinema, or just you and your partner go to the cinema and stuff like that, because we're talking about ways of making things cheaper. If you have Sky TV in your house, check your contract, because you could be up to 2 cinema tickets free every month. If you have health insurance or private health cover, check those as well, because a lot of those now offer points for being active, and some of them are for cinema tickets and stuff like that. And it used to be compare the market. I think if you get your car insurance, house insurance, or anything like that, or even travel insurance, through Compare the Market, they will give you 2 free cinema tickets a month, I believe, for 12 months. So just check those. I mean, if you're up for renewing anything, or even if you're going on holiday and you need to get travel insurance, do it through Compare the Market. Get your travel insurance, and then you can go to the cinema for free twice a month if you go on your own, or take your partner, or give it to the kids, sort of stuff.
That's really cool. They need to start doing more of that stuff over here with cinema tickets. I'd be down for that. I think you hit on it, Sean. The best way to save money is to leave your kids at home. That's for sure what you should do.
Yeah, definitely.
Just be like, you can't come.
Yeah. I don't know, because if I take Lindsay out on a date, sometimes we've had some expensive meals out. I can remember when we did our vow renewal and we went to a really nice, like, stately home place for food, and I got the bill at the end of it, and it was £380. I was like,
yeah, when we went to the Brazilian steakhouse in Arizona, yeah, that was more than I had thought we were gonna pay. I think we were close to $200 on that one between the two of us. I was like, oh wow, it was a great time. I ate a lot of meat, but yeah, that was more than I really wanted to pay for that. But anyways, it was fun. It was good. So, but that's not about how exorbitant can you spend. It's more about saving money. Sometimes this is something we do, Sean, and it literally saves us, like, depending on how ridiculous the business is, it saves us somewhere between $12 and $20. Is to say, kids, we're going to eat here. Everybody's getting waters, just so you know. I mean, I don't go to any sit down place that's cheaper than $3 for a drink. And I've paid as much as $5 for my freaking iced tea and not paid attention, and then been like, I paid $5 for that iced tea. You gotta be kidding me. So we will be like, everybody just gets waters. Don't even try to order anything else, because I'm not paying $4 for your lemonade.
It's not too bad for most of the restaurants that we take the kids to, because Logan's palate for food is not great. If they haven't got chicken nuggets and chips on the menu, he doesn't want to go, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, places that have got chicken nuggets and chips on the menu have refill drinks.
Sure.
So we'll say, knock yourself out, go for it. The other side of that is, Emily doesn't really drink fizzy pop. She doesn't even like lemonade, Coke, doesn't do it. So she usually drinks like J2Os and stuff like that, which on their own are still pretty expensive, and like £3.50 for a little bottle of J2O, which is like this mixed fruit juice.
Okay, I was just gonna ask what it was. Okay.
Yeah. Jaya, now that she's 19, will order an alcoholic beverage, but she's really good at looking at the menu and being like, oh, they're doing 2 for 1 on cocktails and it's only £6. So I'll do that and I'll have both cocktails. Which is cool. That's fine. It's fair enough. It's not very often you can get a cocktail for less than £6 anyway. And when you're getting 2 for it, great. Knock yourself out. And Logan doesn't do fizzy at all. He doesn't like any like cordials or anything like that. So if they don't have a fruit shoot, we look ahead on the menu. If they don't do fruit shoots and stuff like that, the Robinson's fruit shoots things, we'll always take his cup with juice in. And like, if we get it out and they look at us funny, we're like, he won't drink anything that you've got. He won't even drink tap water because he just doesn't. So
yeah.
So yeah, we struggle with, because kids and weird palates for food and drink.
I mean, over here the sodas are refillable too, but It still doesn't matter. Like, I mean, the prices of these drinks are getting a little ridiculous. So, I mean, like $3, okay, $3.50. When you start getting to $4, I'm like, I don't even care if you refill it. I don't want to pay $4 for a drink. I just don't. I just don't. So, I might be cheap. That's probably very true. But I don't know. Like $4 is just a ridiculous amount of money to pay for a drink, in my opinion. So we will do that sometimes if we're going to a sit down place. Over here, this is like made headlines now because Chili's is making like a fortune and people have started to rip them off. Chili's is like a sit down Americana type diner for us over here. They their revenue is through the roof, higher than it has been in their entire like year over year revenue is higher than it has been. I think they said for their entire business because they came out with I think it is a $10.99 deal, and it's the drink, and you can get like a burger and fries and a side, basically like an appetizer side type thing for $10.99. I can't eat it. I can't eat at Wendy's for $10.99. So if we are gonna go to a sit down restaurant, we were going there, like especially for soccer games. If we were like, if Beck was like, yeah, let's go out to eat, I'm like, okay, we're going to Chili's because I'm not going out to eat anywhere else because that's the only place I can eat for like a decent price at a sit down place, and so yeah, we would go there and it would be a nice time and we could walk away with, a bill that was reasonable at like $48 and everybody had a really good meal and they were stuffed and they got to eat what they wanted to eat. So,
Yeah.
but now there's a lot of places doing that. Buffalo Wild Wings around here has one. Applebee's is doing their own thing now with that kind of deal. And I would say overall, I know I've been griping about it. Overall, I think I have seen prices drop a bit in these sit down places comparative to like in the past couple of years, 3 years maybe.
No, you see over here, they're just going. It's getting ridiculously more and more expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
don't know. I would say that.
and
I mean, that's just my inclination. That's my anecdotal inclination. I could be wrong, but that's what I think I see. So, anyways, go ahead. Sorry. I mean,
yeah. I was just going to say there's because I want to talk about apps and sites and stuff like that as well. And
mm-hmm,
since you brought up the sit down meal kind of thing, I don't know if Taste Card is a thing over there for you
mm-mm.
or
I don't think it is.
Groupon.
Yeah, Groupon is. Taste Card doesn't sound
Group,
familiar,
group
but Groupon is.
yeah, Groupon's good for experiences, but you can also get like decent meals and like vouchers and stuff on there. Taste Card is I think you have to pay for it up front, but you can get up to 50% off meals and cinema and stuff like that, which is pretty good. And then Too Good to Go or Olio is good for, especially if you live in the city centres. It's not great in Selby. I've looked at it. It's not great in Selby, but like for Jaya in Leicester, it's really good because like any food that they have that they can't sell at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
they'll like you can go and get Greg's is a big thing over here. It's like a bakery chain where they do all the sausages, pastry filled like pastry pies and stuff like that, all those kind of things. At the end of the day, when they have loads left and they can't get it, they're not allowed to bin it,
Mm-hmm.
but they also can't sell it at full price. So like they'll do these bundles on Too Good to Go, and you can go pick it up, and it's like for £2.50 you can get like 10 sausage rolls, a load of pasties and stuff like that, and slices of pizza, donuts, that kind of thing. You just the bag is rammed for like £2.50, and it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, there was a big hoo-ha, and I think while we were still part of the EU, that supermarkets were throwing out all this food. Yet there's
Mm-hmm.
this like massive amount of people that are going hungry. There's the homeless pandemic
Yeah.
and stuff like that. There's children in poverty and things. So they were saying that something needs to be done. So they brought out these kind of apps and sites that were like this, and they ping the app, and you can save it and go and collect it, and it's like ridiculously cheap, which I think is great.
Okay, that makes sense. So that is kind of like, um, so we have a thing called over here called flash food, and
Yep.
so The grocery, like my local Meijer, which is very local. It's not. It's just like a regional chain. It's not like super. It's not even in all the United States. So but it's like a grocery store slash home goods store. Um, and so I can go on there and look, and this is all like stuff that's very close to out of date, and I could like buy it at like half price or sometimes even quarter of a price. So yeah, that's interesting. It's
Yep.
something like that.
Yeah, they're going to say they're always really good to look up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the
Yeah.
taste card is it's one of the things like a Costco card where you have to pay so much for the year. I think like a Costco card is like $39.99 for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember how much it was for a taste card, but I know they are really good deals. I know a few people that I've worked with that have used them and like swear by it for getting out and about and eating out at nicer places.
$80 a year. I just looked them up.
Okay, cool. There you go. Hear that?
Yeah, very cool. Not in the U.S. though, unfortunately. But
yeah, I apologize.
no, you don't need to apologize. I'm just telling people not in the U.S. You don't need to look them up if you're over here. So the people in the UK need to know all the information too.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. So there's and there's also that's the other thing I was sorry I was stuttering because I was trying to remember the other thing that was in my brain. Apps. Use the like for even if you go to McDonald's, like you'll save a crud ton of money if you use the app. If you just walk up and pay, you're gonna pay at least 25% more, and that's not a joke. That's legit the truth because I can always get a 25% off coupon if I order digitally. And when I order digitally, that doesn't mean it's delivered. I can go pick it up at the counter. I could go through the drive-through. I can do the curbside pickup. However I want to do it, I can do it. You can still order digitally and do all those things, but you'll immediately have the coupon at your disposal, and you'll get 25% off whatever that order is. And then if you're there for 15 minutes, you can order something else too, because that all those you can use a deal every 15 minutes. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. We'll go in and usually we'll go in and I'll scan the app so it logs me into the digital touchscreen thing where you can order from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll always look at the offers that's on because they usually do like if you order a burger meal, you'll get 6 chicken nuggets. And like
Nice.
Emily likes a burger. Logan likes the chicken nuggets. Emily doesn't really eat the chips at McDonald's, but she likes the drink. So we'll do that and then order Logan like a chocolate milkshake. So
Mhm.
he'll have chicken nuggets, the chips, the chocolate milkshake. Emily's got the burger and the drink, and it racks up some decent points because you've used a voucher as well as having to pay the money. And then afterwards, if they're like still wanting something, I'll be like, "Well, I've got enough to get like a free ice cream if either of you want an ice cream or something else if like an apple pie or anything like that." And so
Mhm.
they'll pick something that they want and do it like that. So McDonald's app's really good. KFC have kind of got a similar kind of thing. I'm trying to think of the other one that
Yeah,
I used.
our Wendy's are. I mean, they all do now. They all have one, and they used to be kind of pointless. Like the deals kind of sucked, just to be honest. But McDonald's was the first one I saw that put like substantial deals on there. And but now ever since then, um, I've seen others. Wendy's is the same way now. You can save substantial cash by ordering online or through their app. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I know over here as well, the McDonald's one, they do really good deals for delivery. Like if you spend £15, they'll might deliver it for free, or if you spend £15, they'll give you a percentage off, which usually covers the delivery price to make it the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Jaya uses that when she's back home because she's not she can't drive herself and she won't walk the 25 minutes it takes to get to the McDonald's. So.
That's fair. I don't blame her there. Yeah, that is something new actually that's popped up within I don't know the last few weeks over here. Is that I have an app exclusive deal for 0 delivery fee with minimum purchase of how much? $20. Yep. So if I spend $20, I get free delivery, and that's new. That
Which if
wasn't something that they used to do.
Which if you're gonna feed you, Becca, Noah, Ariel with drinks,
Mhm.
you would cover that easy. So
Not easy. Not easy. Well, the three of us, we can eat for like $15 if I use the 25% coupon. If I use
yeah,
a 25%
okay.
coupon, $15 we can eat. So if Becca orders, then yeah, it's over 20 for sure. So yeah. But yeah, so restaurants, that's kind of one of the things. We have the in supermarket delis. So I mentioned Meyer. We go there for stuff quite often, and they have chicken that
Do you guys have Lidl?
the kids like. We have I believe we do have that over here. We don't have one around us.
Okay. Well,
It's
for
not
those that
spelled
do
like
have,
the word, right?
it's LIDL.
LIDL. Yeah, I knew it wasn't spelled like the word.
Yeah, it's the brother half of Aldi. So the two
Yeah,
brothers have
yeah.
two different chains. Lidl have got a really good app where you can rack up some decent points quite quickly. But they also do their bakery section. They'll have a flash sale on at the end of the day, which is like 75% off all bakery items between 5 and 7 to get rid of them all. So you can go in and buy like croissants, breads,
Nice.
sweet treats and stuff like that for a ridiculously low price. But they will also occasionally do, come in today and you can get fruit and veg for free, or your bakery stuff will be free. And they do they personalize the deals to you rather than it just been a generic deal of the day. It'll be very personalized. So, in your last shop you bought X, Y, and Z. Today enjoy 5% off those items. So, like if you
Nice.
have to go and buy them again, it's pretty good. So, Lidl for me is one of the better supermarket ones
Okay.
because we've got a Tesco Club card, we've got a Morrison's More card. I've got a Marks and Spencer Sparks card, which I have no idea what that does. I scan it every time I make points, but I don't get anything back for doing that, which I think is ridiculous. Aldi, unfortunately, don't have an app system that I believe.
I don't think so.
But Lidl's is by far the best. It's you get for signing up for free. It's one of the better ones in terms of the return that you get for using it.
Gotcha. So Little is all down our East Coast. So not over by us, all the way to the coast, because I'm on the east
I'm going to
side,
say that's a long drive.
Yeah, but they do they have a ton of them all that spot all along the East Coast. But what I was gonna say is those delis, we go in there and you can get a good deal on like chicken and fries and stuff like that. So I can walk away with like 3-piece chicken strip for the kids with like a bucket of fries, or like a box of fries basically, for like probably $10-$12, something like that. So and there's enough fries there, I'll have some too, and they'll split the chicken strips, and life's good. So that's another way to go about it. And there's a lot of times there'll be like discount what am I trying to say, discount days or something like that. So yeah, going into those delis can save you some cash too, instead of driving through Popeyes or KFC or whatever.
Yeah, and especially this is in Morrison's in the UK. If you go at a certain time to a Morrison's in the UK and they've got their they have like a rotisserie section where they have like loads of cooked chickens and they do the chicken thighs and everything. If you go at a certain point, I mean, to buy a full rotisserie chicken is about $5.50. You can go.
You're roboting out on us, Sean. I'm not sure what's going on. Right now, I'm looking at you. You got one eye closed. You're frozen like a popsicle.
No.
Yep, still robotic.
Boo,
boo, boo, boo, boo, boo, boo, boo. Sean dropped. He's coming back. Yeah. So let's see. What else? What other? Oh, he's back. He's back, and
I'm back. There we go.
Not robotic anymore. Look at that. He's moving around.
There we go. Look at that.
You were like this.
I have a feeling that when we go recording the one episode to the next, I think Discord starts to time out after a while, because we've been on this together now for like well over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry. You can go into like we can go into Morrison's at like a certain time where they've got all these rotisserie chickens and all the cooked chicken stuff sat there, and like a 650 chicken, like the extra tasty, which is really nice. The extra tasty chicken, you can get it for like I think I've paid less than £1 for a full roasted chicken.
Nice. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. And you can do so much
I
with
mean,
that too.
frosticles.
Like, go ahead.
Yep, sandwiches. You
Yeah.
can yeah, pulled chicken sandwiches. You can do like bits and pieces. Even if I went in just to buy it to feed Rex for a few days,
Yeah. Right.
it's great. But yeah, Frosticles will probably give us more information the best time to go for that because he used to work for
Oh.
Morrison's once upon a time. He now
Yeah.
works for the water board, I believe, down in in Cornwall where he lives.
Oh, he was the baker, right?
He was the baker. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. He used to like send pictures of like all these amazing loaves of
Breads and stuff.
breads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What a guy. Joined us a few times on this show actually
Yeah.
in the early days.
Mm-hmm. So the other thing though is if you don't want to go out to eat, right? So we've been talking about like cinemas and how to save money on cinemas, sneaking stuff in, and using apps and maybe just drinking waters when you go to restaurants, using these cards that the UK has. But if you don't want to, like, there's always you can always stop off at a supermarket and pick up a loaf of bread and have the kids bring water and some of the prepackaged ham, right? That's going to cost you like $6, $7, something like that. And it'll feed everybody and more. Maybe grab a bag of chips. Now you're up to about $9, $10. And I mean, and that feeds the whole family. You're like, great. That would feed all four of us would get chips and a sandwich, and we could hang out at the park and have a good time.
Yeah, good old picnic.
Yeah.
Well, we go over here. We'll call it a meal deal picnic, where
That's
like
great,
you can go in and for I think for like $2.50 in most supermarkets, you can get a sandwich, a bag of crisps, a drink for $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
which is usually pretty good. So,
yeah.
but there's a guy on TikTok in America, and I really like him, and he does something called brokey budget meals. And he'll go to the supermarket and he's really animated. So funny. I'll have to find one of his videos and send it to you because he'll make you laugh. But he's super like really animated like this, and like he always uses a pink ball and makes a joke about it being a pink ball, and it wouldn't taste the same. But he'll go in and he does different ones, and like I've got Brookie Budget Meal, it's $12. And he'll go in and like he'll buy stuff like mincemeat, cheese, bologna, and he'll be like, I'm making a cheap like pasta dish from with this kind of thing, and he always shows the receipt and he's like, yeah, it's $11.87. I had to buy a bag. But like he'll then cook it and he'll like show how to prep it, cook it, and he'll eat it, and he's like, this there's enough here for me for a few days, and I've spent $12.
Mm-hmm.
So get savvy with stuff like that. It sounds funny, and he is really funny. He's a really funny guy. I like him. But it'll help do stuff. So there is a way. There's always a way for me to eat for a better price than and don't be afraid for the yellow stickers. We have like yellow sticker sections in supermarkets where it's the stuff that's close to the date of it going out. So they'll stick a yellow sticker on it and it'll be marked down in price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's great. You find this clearance stuff. Also, we had talked about all these. We love to get their pizzas. We think their pizzas are they taste really good. They're not frozen. They're fresh. And you can get them for, I wanted to make sure I got the price right on this. Like I can get a 16-inch pizza for $8. I buy 2 of them. We have leftovers for tomorrow. If I do that, $16. Everybody eats their fill. And they have a great time. And I mean, where else are you going to get, pizzas for $16? Okay. Little Caesars, I guess you could do. It's like $5 a pizza or something.
Yeah.
Like
I like the Pizza Hut all you can eat buffets as well because you get the free salad bar.
Stop. Don't talk about it. We don't have them over here anymore. So stop talking about it. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
I think you just bring it
I
up.
forgot. I forgot we banned that from that last episode.
I know.
Sorry.
I think you just bring it up. I wish we had. I wish we did. I miss them. Oh, it's actually like one, I miss them, and two, it's the nostalgia, right? It's the nostalgia because we would like go after church on Sunday, like at college. Me and my roommate, good friend, which shout out to him, he just had a kid. Would go and yeah,
Is it his first
join the
kid?
dad club. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome to fatherhood.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah. We would go and we would eat at the Pizza Hut buffet. So it's half that I love it and it's half nostalgia. But anyways.
Oh. I'm trying to think what else. There's loads of apps for like days out with the kids to theme parks and exhibitions and stuff like that. So there's Kids Pass over here. Planet Offers is pretty good. We bought into the National Trust stuff in the UK, which is really good. While we were away in Durham, we went to Copwell Forest, and it was free to park there, but for you to enter like the place to walk around, they had some really cool places, historical buildings you could walk around. There were a really cool kids area and stuff, and just lots of forest trails to walk around. For me, Logan, and Lindsay to have got in, and this is just a walk around. You don't get anything else for this because you have to pay for food, you have to pay for drink. £48
for one person?
No, for 3 of us.
Oh, okay. All right.
To walk around in a forest for the day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we signed up to the National Trust thing, so we can like if I go when I used to go mountain biking, I could park for free. I didn't have to pay the parking fee kind of stuff, and I could then go and ride the trails for free, that kind of thing. But yeah, that was like a really good thing. Lindsay got it ages ago because we do a lot of forest walks anyway. But we didn't realize it was a National Trust place, and we were walking up to it, and she's like, "I haven't got my National Trust card," and I was like, "I haven't got mine either." Yeah. But luckily, we could find our membership number online and show them that, and they were like, "Yeah, fine, off you go." And like this guy was getting ready to like tally it up on the register for how much it was, and like as we were leaving, I thought, I'm gonna go and have a look how much it actually would be, and I had a look at the sign, and it was like £48, and we were there for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So.
For us, we legitimately didn't plan this for the reason, but when we went to the national parks, if you have a 4th grader, your whole family gets a America the Beautiful pass for free that year. And so basically you get into all the national parks for free. So kudos to my wife once again. I had no idea that this even existed. We would have paid, we calculated it, I think it was like $280 in park fees for all the parks that we visited if it wasn't for that pass. So yeah, we definitely got our use out of it. If you have a bunch of national parks, we have 2 in Michigan. One's like 3 hours away and one's like 7 hours away. So it's not as useful for us. We wouldn't go there enough. But if you have a bunch of national parks around you, you can get for $80, you can get a pass for your family for the whole year. So, and if you don't have a 4th grader, so there's that as well.
And the thing is, if you want to tie all those together, so if you got one of those passes and you go to the supermarket and get like the the bread, the meat, the crisp, and some bottles of water and stuff like that, you've got a pretty good day out with the kids where you've got picnics, you've gone to a national park, there's a bit of walking. I know in the UK, a lot of national parks and walks like that usually have a kids play area with good slides and lots of climbing kind of things. So you've had a pretty good active day out. And yeah, you've had to pay a little bit for the pass up front, but if you're going to utilize that and go on lots of them, you're going to get your money's worth. And then you've been to the supermarket and you fueled everybody for the day for less than $20.
Yep. So. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much, that was pretty much, you described our vacation. That was pretty much it. I mean, we ate out a handful of times, but most of the stuff we did, like lunches especially, were usually always just sandwiches, just because that was the easiest. And for the park, I mean, a lot of the parks didn't even have They weren't big enough to even have like, restaurants or stuff like that in them. But for the big ones that did, we made the mistake the first time at Zion National Park and didn't pack anything, and we spent like $50 on like worthless food, like the worst. Like I mean, like basically college hamburgers. Basically, everybody got a college hamburger. I think Ariel got a hot dog, and it was ridiculous. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we spent this amount of money. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
Even if we're gonna go to like a family theme park, so Flamingo Land near us is one, which is like it's a combination of a family theme park with rides for like Logan's age to adults, with a zoo that you can kind of walk around as well. We'll take a cool box and like I line the cool box with ice packs, put it in the back of the car, and we'll take sandwiches and drinks and stuff like that. And usually, like halfway through the day, I will walk out to the car. Usually I have to get the stamp on your hand of approval to return.
right.
Walk out to the car, and it must be a common thing in the UK because you can guarantee anywhere between 11:30 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there is like a wave of dads that do the walk to the car to get the cool box and bring it back, and it's very funny because you like look at each other and you're walking out and you're looking at each other as they're all in the back, and you're like, and everyone's, but theme park foods like you like that with the national park that you went to in the Zion, it's very expensive for usually really really crap food.
Yeah.
And so we'll take fruit, we'll take like little Scotch eggs and snack egg things and stuff. We'll take stuff that all the kids will like, what me and Lindsay will like, and there's usually stuff left over for the car ride on the way home as well for some car snacks, and it's just ideal.
The last thing I have, because we're going to have 2 long episodes this week, so I don't want to run too much longer. But the last thing I do want to mention that we kind of found out this year. Well, we knew previous years, but anyways, if you go to the zoo even once, like we went to Toledo Zoo at the beginning of the year, we went there and it would have cost us $130 to get into the zoo for all 4 of us. A family membership cost us $145. But wait, not only can I go back to that zoo and not be charged anything anymore, you have now, most of the zoos have a like reciprocal pass where you'll get 50% off of the zoos around the country. So like when we were in Arizona, the Phoenix Zoo, Beck and I went to half price. So it's $20 a ticket. The 2 of us only paid $20 because we got 50% off for the thing. So that's if zoos are your thing, you do the same supermarket thing like we were talking about. Lord knows, don't buy zoo food. Then man, you're likely going to be spending enough money feeding the animals at the petting zoo. So don't buy zoo food. And you can have a return. You can go there for free basically for the rest of the year. So.
Yeah, that was going to be my last point as well.
Oh, cool.
We get a lot of like aquariums and stuff in the UK where you can go and they'll use a webcam. They're like, oh, just look at this camera, and they take a picture, and then they keep your picture on file for 12 months, and they give you like this tiny little receipt, which you're guaranteed to lose. But they give you this kind of receipt, and they say, keep this, and next time you come in the next 12 months, it's free. So, we do that. It was the same for Logan's birthday. When we took him to the trampoline park, all the kids got a free pass to return in the price of the birthday package, but Logan got a pass where he could come as many times as he wanted within a 1-month period of using the pass.
Nice.
So like when it was a half-term break and he had 2 weeks off, we were like, hey, Logan, do you want to go trampolining again?
Yeah, that's awesome. Makes a lot of sense.
So, which was right next to McDonald's as well. So it's like trampoline, chicken nuggets.
I want to know who was the smart one first. Was it the trampoline place or the McDonald's? Like who came in first and was like, who came in second and was like, I want to be right by that.
The trampoline place came second. It used to be an Argos.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Smart
move. Oh. It's also placed right near a Smith's toy superstore.
Oh my gosh. It's Kid Mecca over there is what it is. Sweet.
It is,
yeah.
It's It's usually a lot of arguing. Can I go and have a look in Smith's? No. Don't have toy money.
That's right. Well, all right, sir. Why don't you send us out?
Yeah. So if you know any other ways of saving for a cheap day out, or you've got little hacks and stuff like that, like sneaking the sweets into the cinema, that you want to share, feel free to do it. We're always willing to hear things. It's a great place to share ideas and stuff like that because we all want to make memories for the kiddos and we don't want it to cost the absolute earth. So if you do, hit us up on the socials that are about to follow. Thanks very much for listening. We hope that you take some of our ideas on board and enjoy some times away with the kiddos and make some good memories.
Adios, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.